I'm Sumit from Indus. It's great to have you on the show.
Nice to meet you, Sumit.
Can you tell us a little bit more about software-defined networking and what HP is doing in the space?
Sure. Software-defined networking is an emerging technology trend that is promising to take away the discrete device environment that we have in networks. Today, network administrators manage their networks by going device, 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 and programming them individually. What software-defined networking will allow is the abstraction of what we call the control plane that instantiates the policy on the switches themselves into a centralized, logically, controller, and then communicate to all the individual devices in the fabric itself and treat it as one logical entity. And that will free IT administrators up to do many more things that allow them to extract business value from their network instead of just constantly troubleshooting.
How long has this been around?
That's a good question. Technology had its infancy in about 2007 at Stanford University with a gentleman named Nick McEwen. HP Labs got involved with him very early on in allowing him to have technology that he could test his notion of something called, at the time he called it ethane, and it subsequently became the open flow protocol. He needed something to test that against, not simulated environments, so we provided switches to him that could consume his protocol and allow him to begin testing this theory of software-defined networking.
Fantastic. So if this was a baseball game, what inning are we in the software-defined networking game?
I'm tempted to say that we are still in batting practice.
Oh, wow.
Right? The reason that I would say that maybe we're in the first inning is there have already been interesting acquisition events that have taken place. One large company was acquired for nearly $1 billion, or a little over $1 billion. So you might think from that, oh, we're nearing the end of this. The reality of it is, the ecosystem doesn't exist, the technology is nascent, and there's tremendous opportunities ahead of us to create real innovation and tremendous business and economic value in this marketplace.
Okay, so you talk about the business and economic value, and I can understand a little bit about how much this is going to free up IT administrator time, potentially make it easier to bring up networks. How big is this change going to be in terms of computing horsepower, or what does it mean for the consumer?
Well, you think of it this way, everybody is familiar with the cloud, right? And the emergence of the cloud and these large, gigantic data centers that scale in ways that we had never really thought of previously. What's happening is that scale cannot be efficiently managed by an individual or a team of humans. Human operators are far too prone to error, and they're not fast enough. What SDN allows is the ability to automate the provisioning of very large-scale fabrics in a way that frees up those technologists to do stuff that extracts more business value instead of just solving problems and doing provisioning.
Fantastic. So right behind you is the banner for TiE, and HP's name is proudly displayed at the top. So you guys are very involved in the organization. We appreciate that. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with TiE? What causes you to want to be a platinum sponsor?
I would say it's the spirit of entrepreneurship that is present in TiE, is one of the founding principles that Bill Hewlett and David Packard brought to HP 75 years ago when they built the company out of a garage in Palo Alto. There's a synergy between the way we operate our business, even though we are a very large company with nearly 300,000 employees, we still operate our individual businesses as entrepreneurial innovation centers. And so we want to encourage this community to join us in developing new technologies like SDN.
Right. Are there any other tidbits, aside from staying entrepreneurial, that keeps HP relevant 75 years from the time when it was founded, when so many others have gone by the wayside?
Yeah, I would say it's the investments that we have made and the breadth of our offering that is germane to the cloud and network world generally. We are arguably the only company that combines servers, storage, networking, software, security, services, and the end stations themselves in the forms of laptop, PCs, tablets, and eventually smartphones. No one can compete with that breadth of offering.
So you guys are busy.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, it's great to have you on the show, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Yep.